going to put this in recording mode for those of you who want to have a copy of this. So hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm so excited. I'm Jim Axelrad. I'm a certified mentor with SCORE, North Cook and Lake County chapter of SCORE. For those of you who are not familiar with SCORE, we're a not-profit organization dedicated to helping small businesses. Now, in doing that, what I want to tell you about SCORE is that we are nationwide. There's over 300 chapters across the United States. And today I just learned that we have grown from the 10,000 that you see on the screen to over 14,000 volunteers who have been assisting small businesses starting, growing, and expanding their businesses for over 60 years. Now we do that and make a big impact by being able to have two basic functions. We mentor with people individually, either in person or online. We're going back to being in person, but we're doing a lot through Zoom right now. And also providing our workshops like tonight, our tools, our resources. And again, because we're a nonprofit, we are able to do that at no cost to you. There are over 60 mentors in our local chapter here in North Cook and Lake counties. But as I said, there are mentors across the country who are available to serve you, like we have the 11 million businesses since 1964. So with that, I'm very excited to turn this over to Vanessa, who needs no introduction. But the one last thing I want to mention is don't worry about taking notes. We are going to provide you with a copy of this workshop. We will try to send it out by Friday. And with that, Vanessa, the stage is yours.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so Jim, can you enable me to start my video right quick? It says I'm unable to do that.
You have a video because it's what
No,
I'm
no,
showing here is you should be able to move forward.
My my webcam.
Let me go in here and is that working now?
Let me try and see. No. I think if you make me the host, Jim, that'll allow me to access my video, my webcam video.
Why don't you give it a start and I'll work on my end to get that figured out.
Okay. Let's see. Are you able to make me the host?
That it's set up so that you can share and you can start sharing when someone else is sharing. So you have those controls.
Right. Is there a way you can make me the host so I can turn on my video?
I'm sorry, I don't.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I don't have that control.
You do, oh, you can't make me the host? One moment. Stand by. We'll figure it out. Gotta love technology. Thank you, Angela. There we go. Let's see. There we are. All right. Thank you, Angela. I remember there was a way, but I couldn't remember the steps. See, that's teamwork. All right, guys. Hello. Good evening. I am super excited to be here with you guys. How are you guys feeling tonight? We're going to get into all of the things, social media marketing for sure. So before we begin, I just wanted to go through some housekeeping matters to make sure that you guys get the most out of this training, right? Okay, so first of all, if you guys can hear me and see me okay, if you guys can let me know in the chat box where you guys are watching from. I always love to know that, right? I always love to know where everyone is watching from. The other day I had someone from like Hawaii and like Connecticut. I'm like, that's still so cool. So we've got Jill from Park Ridge. Hey, Jill. Angela from Eoria. You can hear me and see me from Deerfield. Alyssa, thank you so much. Dayton, Ohio. What's up, Rick? Lake Forest, Niles. Awesome. Very, very cool. Gary from Chicago. All right. Thank you guys for that. Hey, Jenny Glazier from Highland Park. Hello, Jenny. Awesome. Carla from Schaumburg, Lincolnshire. Daphne. Okay. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So, all right. So I know that Jim said that you guys are going to get a copy of this training. All right. But it would behoove you guys to take some notes, right? Just your notes, some aha moments, some takeaways, right, of this training. I always find it's best for me, right? When I'm watching these trainings, I'm like, oh, I got to write that one down. Because every once in a while, I am going to be like, write this one down, right? From New Jersey, got people from New Jersey. Awesome. All right. So you definitely want to have something to take notes with. Okay. And you guys will see my training style. So every now and again, I will pop into the studio. This is what I call the studio when you can see me, right? Now Jim gets why I needed the video because I like to interact with you guys, right? I don't feel like I'm just talking to nobody. And then I'm going to be sharing some of the slides as well. So I'm going to be popping back and forth. Cool. And Jennifer Lang, hello. Oh my gosh. All old friends. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me feel so good. Thanks, Jennifer. Okay, so you have something to take notes with. The other thing is, if you guys have any questions throughout the training, go ahead and drop them in the chat box, okay? I'll be monitoring your questions because the last thing that I want to do is confuse you and overwhelm you when it comes to social media marketing, right? Because it's confusing and overwhelming enough, right? So I'm going to take you guys step by step today and actually creating a social media marketing campaign that will help you land clients, right? Like that's the whole purpose of why we're on social media as entrepreneurs and marketing ourselves, right? Is to land clients, is to land customers, things like that, okay? So go ahead and drop them in the chat box anytime, okay? If for whatever reason I do not get to all your questions, because that does happen, and because, you know, 90 minutes, hour, whatnot, it's going to go by fast, right? You guys are going to get my contact information at the end, okay? So you guys can stalk me on social media, follow me on Facebook, right? Get my email address and say, Vanessa, you didn't answer my question. And I'll be more than happy to answer it after, okay? Yes? Cool, exciting. Yes, I'm so excited. We're going to get into all of the things. All right. And lastly, I just wanted to thank SCORE. Thank you, SCORE, for asking me to come and speak to this amazing group of entrepreneurs and small business owners. It's going to be really, really fun, right? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And now, Where did my slides go? There we go. Okay. Share screen. Here we are. All right, I'm gonna pull up the chat box. Carolyn from Highland Park. Hello, Carolyn, I see you. All right, so I'm gonna stop my video so you guys aren't too distracted, and we're gonna get this party started. All right, so welcome to Stop the Social Media Marketing Madness, right? We're gonna keep it super simple tonight, guys, so you guys actually walk away with implementable strategies that will help you guys really understand how to better market yourself when it comes to social media, okay? All right, so very quickly, who am I? Who is this crazy person? And that's not my slide. It's not the slide I want. There it is. Here we go. All right, so hello everyone. My name is Vanessa Cabrera. I am an online marketing consultant. I'm an award-winning social media marketing strategist. I'm a speaker, single mom, kickboxer, all of the things, right? I am the founder of the ATM, All Things Marketing, which is my group consulting program, where inside the ATM, you will find the best of my trainings, like Vanessa, how do I market myself on Facebook, right? How do I land leads on LinkedIn? How do I market myself on Instagram? My 3-part email marketing masterclass series is inside the ATM, where I walk you through how to start, grow, and sell to your email list, right? We talk creating content, we talk live streaming, all kinds of stuff, right? And then once a month, my clients come and we have a group consulting call where they're able to come and ask me any of their questions, whether they're stuck, frustrated, Vanessa, what can I do? Things like that, right? I'm also the founder of The Implementer. That is my private one-on-one group consulting program where I work privately with my clients, where we co-create a social media marketing plan based on, surprise, surprise, number one, your business goals, right? Why are we doing all this stuff if it's not to grow our business, right? So I help you create a social media marketing plan based on your business goals and your persona. People want to do business with people that they know, right? That they trust, right? So social media is all about how you are showing up for your audience, okay? So I know you guys see all this fancy schmancy stuff on the screen. I've been featured here, there, and everywhere. Very, very blessed to speak on very big stages like the Midwest Digital Marketing Conference and all the things, right? But it wasn't always like that, okay? I used to work for a slot machine manufacturer where I was the director of marketing for slot machines. Now I know a lot of you guys are local. You guys have seen all those like cafes, right? Those slot machine cafes popping up all over the place, right? Well, I was hired as one of the marketing directors to launch a slot machine for the Illinois market, right? And be careful what you wish for, because I got everything I wanted. I got a new job. I was getting paid a bunch of money because the gambling industry has money to burn, right? And it was a challenge. It was something new. Unfortunately, I hated going to work every day, being totally honest with you guys, right? It was a good old boys club full with, you know, let's say mature men, and it was a very male dominated industry. And so they really just treated me like a little girl who liked to play on Facebook, right? Until one day I created the product for our slot machine, right? And I got 3,000 avid slot machine players to follow us on Facebook, where they were literally waiting for us to tell them where to play our slot machines, right? Finally, the big boys stood up and said, oh my gosh, Vanessa knows what she's doing. And I'm like, yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. But the writing was on the wall, and unfortunately, they pulled out of the market and I was left without a job, okay? That same week, I found out that I was pregnant, okay? And the father of my child soon left me. So my world became upside down all in a matter of a week, okay? And I don't know what to tell you guys. I just took it step by step by step. And I knew the information I knew when it came to digital marketing was very valuable. So I took one foot in front of the other and started my consulting business, right? So why am I telling you this? So here's a snapshot of me speaking, okay? I worked every single day throughout my pregnancy, okay? You guys, this is a shot of me. I'm 8 months pregnant. I would speak in front of anyone who would listen to me, okay? You can see I'm pretty miserable. And I was still no money coming in, right? Not a lot of clients and just doing the hustle. So why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story not for you guys to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you this story because I am now in my 8th year of running a very successful social media marketing consulting business. And I'm working with the most amazing clientele that really just want to help the world. I love what I do every single day. And how I did it is I marketed myself organically on these social media channels, right? What does organically mean? That means I marketed myself using Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram for free, right? Because these platforms are free to every single one of us, right? That's what organic means, right? I didn't have money for Facebook ads. I didn't have money for Instagram ads, right? I was just worried about diapers, right? The cost of diapers and formula and all the things, right? So if I, as a single mom, can build an incredible business using social media, so can you, right? Yes, yes? Okay, so let's get into the how. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, so let's get into this. Social media marketing success. Okay, so let's first talk about what that means, okay? First of all, I want to get into what social media marketing isn't, okay? It doesn't mean that you need to be posting on Facebook groups or in LinkedIn groups 3 to 5 times a day, okay? That strategy doesn't work. Somewhere down the line, people got it in their head. And don't get me wrong, Facebook groups have exploded. There's over 10 million Facebook groups inside of Facebook, right? So amazing communities. However, some people got it in their heads where they're like, wait a minute, let me just join a bunch of these Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups, right? That have my target audience. I'll go promote and I'll get a lot of clients, right? No, do not post and ghost, meaning all you do is go post and promote yourself inside of these groups and you're not really networking, right? You're not building relationships. That's what social media is all about, okay? So it does not mean posting in Facebook groups 3 to 5 times a day. It also doesn't mean that you need to be on social media 24/7. Somehow, us as entrepreneurs, small business owners feel like, oh my gosh, I have to be, online all the time, 24/7 to be successful. That's not true. All right. People always tell me like, Vanessa, you seem to be everywhere. I see you all the time. You must be online 24/7. And I'm like, I ain't got time for that. Right. I'm a single mom. I got a kid. I got a household, right? As we all do. We all have lives, right? I cannot be online 24/7, right? But it only looks like I'm online 24/7. And we'll get into that. Lastly, and this is what I want you guys to take away wholeheartedly. Write this one down, okay? Social media marketing success does not mean that you need a huge following to be successful, okay? I'm gonna repeat myself. You do not need a huge following to be successful. Now people are like, Vanessa, I just got to grow my following. Once I grow my following, I'll be successful. That's not true, right? You don't need to have 10,000 Instagram followers, okay? You don't need to have 40,000 people in your Facebook group, okay? My numbers are small. I think I have maybe 800 people follow me on Instagram. I have, I think about 5,000 connections on LinkedIn. The same with Facebook. On my Facebook business page, I have 2,500 followers and about the same friends on Facebook. And I have maybe about 1,000 people in my Facebook group, right? And I've been at this 9 years, right? 8, 9 years. My email list is now at like 6,000, okay? But a lot of people assume, oh, Vanessa's got to have her list at like 10,000 people, 20,000 people, right? No, okay? You don't have to have a huge following. You just have to have the right following, okay? Yes, yes? All right. Okay, so let's get into what visibility online really means, okay? So being visible online to your audience is not about being seen, right? 24/7. It's about being known, right? So I believe we all know this woman, am I right? And I chose her for a reason, right? She's one of the most well-known people on the planet. But here's the thing, once you are consistently marketing yourself on social media, it's not that people are seeing you all the time, is that as soon as you post, they're like, oh, she's a speaker, right? He's a realtor. She's a life coach. He's a health coach, right? That's really the power of being visible online, is being known. So as soon as you post, people are like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, I've been looking for an insurance agent, right? Or I've been looking for a mentor, or whatever the case may be, okay? That's really the power. It's not about being seen 24/7. It's about being known for what you do. And that's really the power social media provides all of us, okay? All right, so let's get into it. So Vanessa, how do I market myself on social media and not drive myself crazy? Right? With all this overwhelm and blogging and live streaming and posts and stories and, you know, okay. Jenny, Vanessa, will the recording, not just the slides, be available to all tonight's attendees afterwards? I believe so, yes, Jenny. This is being recorded, and I believe Jim said he was going to give this to you guys after they're done publishing. So yes. Okay, so step one in stopping the social media madness is this. So here's the thing, and I'm going to come back in, start my video. Nice to see me. There we go. Hi. All right. So how do we stop the social media madness? So let me know if this has ever happened to you. Okay, and I'm curious in the chat box. So let's say like you can't sleep at night, right? Like you just can't sleep, or you have problems sleeping in general, right? So what do? We Google, right? It's a Google world. Let me Google how to sleep, how to fall asleep faster, right? Then all of a sudden you see online this guru that says, hey, Vanessa, click here and I have 3 ways for you to fall asleep instantly, right? If you just get my guide, right? So I put in my name and my email address, right? And boom, I get her guide in my inbox. And then I open up the email and there's her 3 steps, right? Then she says, hey, Vanessa, guess what? I have a Facebook group filled with other insomniacs, right? Come join our party at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when you can't sleep, right? So I go join her Facebook group. And then inside her Facebook group, she goes, hey, Vanessa, welcome. We're so excited to have you here in our Facebook group, right? But guess what? I have a brand new tip that's going to help you fall asleep right away. If you want it, click here to view my YouTube video. So then I go to YouTube, right? And I watch her video on another tip on how to, fall asleep faster. And in that video, she's like, but guess what? I just wrote this brand new article. It's going to knock your socks off, guaranteed to help you sleep, right? You can click on here to go to watch me on LinkedIn to see that article on LinkedIn, okay? And then at the bottom of that article on LinkedIn, she's like, hey, I'm on Instagram. I have this brand new story to tell you exactly how to fall asleep, right? This is insanity, okay? This is what I call the social media madness. And if this has happened to you, I want to know in the chat box, okay? Because this is what happens when we are all over the place on social media, okay? What we're doing is we're literally having our warm leads chase us all over the digital planet, right? And making it harder to land them as a client, right? Somewhere down the line, and myself included, as we were growing our businesses, we assumed we had to be on all these social media platforms to make a difference, to land clients, right? to grow our businesses fast. When quite honestly, that's not the case. It's actually the opposite, right? So who here watching right now is a singlepreneur, meaning it's like just you, that you do everything. You're the CEO, the sales, marketing, right? Lindsay, yes. Jill, yeah. Okay, there's a lot of us. Michelle, Deb, thank you guys. Yeah, hi, me too. For a long time, it was just me, right? So with all these social media platforms, right, do you think that you're able to create content specific to that social media platform because Instagram isn't Facebook? Facebook isn't Instagram. Don't treat them like they are. They are night and day, right? Okay. Do you think you can create content specific to that one social media platform? Build a relationship with that audience on that platform. Understand how all the features work in your favor in that one platform, right? And then convert them on, let's say, 4, 5, 6 social media platforms you have going? No. One of them or 4 or 5 of them are going to fall by the wayside because you cannot manage all of them well, right? So how do we stop the social media marketing madness and start to expedite how we land clients faster? We choose one social media platform to focus on. And that's it. I used to say 2. I'm now down to 1. Okay. So right now, I don't want you guys just to learn. We're actually going to make some decisions tonight. It's going to expedite how you guys land clients. All right. So right now in the chat box, I want you guys to decide which one social media platform you're going to focus on to market yourself and your business and to land clients. Let me know in the chat box. Where are we? Jill, Instagram. Michelle, Instagram. Phenomenal. Deb, Instagram. You guys are all over IG. I love it. Karen, LinkedIn. There we go. The other Karen, LinkedIn. Anise, Instagram. Jennifer, Lang, LinkedIn. I think we have to have an Instagram. Whatchamacallit training. Maiku, Facebook. Daphne, Facebook. Awesome. Okay. So this is step 1, guys, in stopping the complete overwhelm and the spinning your wheels and what I call the social media marketing madness, when like you're all over the place trying to be everywhere to everyone all the time. I don't know about you, but that sounds exhausting, right? Crazy. So here's the other thing that happens when you focus on just one social media platform at a time. You are able to connect with your audience a lot faster because you don't have to worry about what's going on in LinkedIn or YouTube, right? Now there's TikTok, right? Clubhouse. And I guarantee you there's going to be another social media platform coming around the bend, right? But here's the thing, you don't have to worry about that because once you've decided, all right, Instagram, that's my jam, that's where I'm going to stay, right? When all these new features start to roll out, and they do, they're always going to come up with new features. I call that shiny object syndrome. When someone's like, ooh, I can now go live on LinkedIn. I'm going to go over there, right? Or, ooh, messenger rooms just came to Facebook, which is basically just like Zoom, right? Okay. They're also working on their own version of Clubhouse, by the way. Facebook is now working on it. So it's coming. So it allows you to stay focused, right? Focused on one social media platform. And then you only have to create content for that one social media platform, right? And then really master that one platform, meaning you have created a system where you're actually landing clients. You're actually making money on that one platform. Once you've mastered that one platform down and you're landing clients again and again and again, then we can talk about another social media platform. But until you really understand the time it takes to create content, connect with your audience, engage and convert, right? But it's going to happen faster. I guarantee it. I see it time and time again. This is how I consult my clients, right? I'm like, pick one. Which one is it going to be? Right? Yes, yes. Does that make sense? Yes, yes. Okay. I see another question. Alexandra, follower accounts are predicted on B2B or B2C, right? So are you talking about, Alexandra, are you talking about your target audience? Followers count are predicted or predicated. Yeah. So yes, of course. So you want to grow your followers by your target audience, right? So if you're business to business, right? Business B2C, that will also help you decide which social media platform you're going to focus on. Okay. Did I answer your question? Let me know. Okay, cool. So we all know our one platform, right? Why do I keep losing my slides? They like disappear when I share. What is that? Hold on, guys. Stand by. Let's do this. It's not here. There we go. Okay. All right, so does that make sense? One platform at a time. All right. Step 2 then is what I like to call the Holy Trinity. Okay, the Holy Trinity of social media marketing done well, right? So now that we have established which one social media platform we're going to focus on, now we got to create content, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to create original content, right? Now, I'm not saying that you guys can't share other people's content. I'm coming back in here. I'm not saying you guys can't share other people's content. You absolutely can if it is going to help your audience, right? Entertain them, educate them, things like that. But if all you're doing is sharing other people's content, why am I following you? Right? You are the expert in your field. Okay? So you have got to create content consistently. There's no if or and or buts about it, right? Social media is a marathon. This is not a sprint. So once you make peace with the fact that, okay, if I'm going to market myself on social media, I got to make time to create content. Okay. And when it comes to create content, most of my clients come with 2 problems. Okay. 2 struggles that they have when they're creating content and how to market themselves on social media. Number 1, they tell me, Vanessa, I don't have time. Okay. I don't have time to create content. And number 2, I don't know what content to create. Okay. So let me ask you a question. If you knew that you were able to land clients by creating original content, would you make the time to do it? If you knew you were going to land clients by creating original content, would you make the time to do it? Yes, Lindsay. Yes, Catherine. There's no way around this, guys. Okay, you have got to sit down and create original content. So I have something for you guys at the end of this presentation that is going to help you create content on a consistent basis. There's many different ways to do this, but one thing I want you guys to for sure take away when it comes to creating content is this: to make it simple, right? Let's keep social media marketing simple and fun. That's my job. That's how I roll, right? So all content is your knowledge. You guys are all experts in your field. You are all professionals. How do I know this? You would not be on this training if you weren't, right? So all content is what you know up here, right? It's our knowledge. So something happens though when we're trying to take what we know and put it in the online world. Something fumbles, right? I don't have time. I don't know what to say, things like that, okay? So in essence though, I'm a huge believer in the feel-good marketing method, okay? What is the feel-good marketing method when it comes to creating content? So you've probably seen a ton of social media gurus out there, myself included, saying you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to live stream, you have to do pre-recorded videos, right? You got to blog, you got to send out emails, okay? You don't have to do jack. What you have to do is figure out what works best for you. How do you best express yourself? How do you best communicate with your audience? So how do we figure this out? There's only 4 types of content. Okay, there's only 4 types of content formats, I should say. Anybody know what they are in the chat? 4 types, that's it. Guys know what they are? That's it. There's just 4 types of content one can create. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's all right. Video, Lindsay, there it is. Video, written and visual. Ah, correct. And there's one more. Anybody else can guess the last one? Audio, there you go. Catherine, yes. That's it, guys. So there's copy, right? There's the written word. There's video. There's audio. And there's images. That's it. So what one of these 4 types of content are you able to easily create on a regular basis? Okay, I want to know in the chat box right now. What is it? Is it live streaming? Is it video? Are you a great writer, right? Do you like taking pictures? Okay. Lindsay says audio, love it. Deb, images. Jill, visual. Karen says images. Catherine, video and visual. Video, images and writing. Emily, pictures and video. Perfect. Okay. That's the secret, guys. Because here's the thing. When you're marketing yourself on social media, when you're creating content, this should light you up. This is the fun part, right? It should not be a struggle. If you're struggling to create content, something's off, right? You probably don't like what you're doing, to be honest with you. Okay. If you're just doing it for the money or whatnot, or this and that, and you're like, I really don't feel like creating content, something's off, something's not aligned. Okay. I want you guys to be in a state where you're like, oh, I can't wait to go live. Like me, I couldn't wait to do this training today, right? Loving it. I've been waiting for weeks, right? I can't wait to create that podcast. I can't wait to send out that email, whatever the case may be, right? Because if you're like this, you're like, oh man, I really don't want to go live. Like I just don't want to write that email. See how like there's a different energy to it, right? Guess what? Your audience can see that, right? You've seen it. I know you guys have. You could tell when someone just sent out that email just to send something, right? Or when someone posted just to post something. I could see it. I could see it a mile away. I'm like, she's not into it. She's not in her business. I could tell a mile away. And so can your audience, right? So that's where you got to be to create content consistently. Got to be in a high vibe about it, excited, and create it in a form that works best for you. Trust me, you're going to create a lot more content that way. It's just going to flow. It should just flow, right? Okay, let me scroll up. I know I saw one question from Annecy. But what if I use a tool that can send it out to different platforms? I'm in the apparel business, so Instagram is better, but using a tool to send it out to others is fine, right? Okay, so if you're talking, I love this question, Annecy. So if you're talking about, what time is it? See, oh, there goes my phone, hold on. Okay, so if you're talking about third-party tools, okay, if you're talking about third-party tools, right, Annecy, to schedule your posts out, is that what you're talking about? Annecy, if you can confirm that before I move forward, that'd be great. Deb, how do you manage when images need permission to use, i.e. participants' permission? Participants, so like, are you talking about, Deb, if like you want to use like a testimonial or something and you need that person's permission? Well, let me know. All right, so Annecy, yes, so third-party tool. So I always tell my clients not to use third-party tools, okay? We're not gonna get too deep into this because we're running out of time already, see, goes by quick. Because the algorithm, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, they all have an algorithm. They don't like you to use third-party tools. Why? They want you to post natively, meaning using their tool. They want you on Instagram. They never want us off, okay? So the more active you are natively, like you actually log into Facebook from your laptop or you're posting directly from your phone, the more that they'll push that content out for more people to see. You actually get dinged when you use third-party tools. So I actually never use third-party tools for that because you work really hard on your content. You want people to see, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's step 2, right? Step 3, let's talk about it, is positioning yourself as the authority figure, right? Through PR and social proof. So we got to create a following because we got to have somebody to talk to, right? We got to have some sort of audience. So we want to grow our following and position ourselves as the go-to authority, right? Remember, visibility is about being known, right? She posts, she sells apparel, right? So how do we do this? So number 1, the fastest way, write this one down. The fastest way to grow your social media following is by using OPAs, other people's audiences, okay? So all these big influencers that we see out there that have 30,000 followers, 40,000 followers, 100,000 followers, they did not do this solely on their own. They partnered, right? They partnered with other people on social media and leveraged their audience to follow them, right? So how do we do this? So one of the things for my bloggers out there, right? Or live streamers, images, doesn't even matter, is you want to submit yourself to be a guest blogger, right? Now, no offense to your blog. I'm sure you get a lot of hits, right? But I'm sure you don't get as many hits as, let's say, somebody, and my doorbell's ringing, as let's say Forbes website, right? Okay. So that's the thing. Okay, hold on one second, guys. My apologies. 1 minute. Sorry about that. Okay. This is what happens when you work from home and your neighbor comes and knocks on your door in the middle of your presentation. All right. Okay. So you want to leverage other people's audiences, right? So what that means is you can submit yourself to be a guest blogger on a bigger blogging site, right? Or you can submit yourself, for my audio people, to be a guest on someone else's podcast, right? Or to be interviewed on someone, live streaming shows. Live streaming shows have exploded, right? They have exploded. Do you know live streaming has increased by 50% because of the pandemic, right? The online attention is sky high right now, okay? So this is the time to strike. So pitch yourself to podcasts, big bloggers, live streaming shows, right? They are literally looking for you, okay? So like I just said, that you need to create content consistently, so do these big websites. They need to be consistently creating content. So they're always looking for experts to talk on their podcasts or their blogs or whatnot, right? That's how people are growing their following fast, very, very quickly. Okay. Make sense? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about social proof, right? So we now know how to grow our following. Okay. Let's talk about how to position ourselves as the expert. And I see your questions coming in, guys. I'm just looking at the time. Okay. But I'll get to them. So what's social proof? So social proof is basically when someone gives you a shout out online, right? Whether they post about you saying, oh my gosh, Peter did an amazing job of consulting me or whatever the case may be, right? Or you get a private message saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Your product or service helped me in XYZ, right? So anytime you get that, or someone posts a review on Facebook, right, on your Facebook business page, right, private message and email, and you've given them a wow experience, you want to take a screenshot of that, right? Because here's the thing, no one is going to market you better than your past clients. I'm going to repeat that. Nobody is going to market your products and services better than your past clients. You can hire the best graphic designer, you can hire the best copywriter, right? But no one's going to sell you like your past clients. So what you can do, and this is what I do, I'm giving you guys all I got, is I have a folder called social proof. So anytime someone tags me on Facebook or, Instagram or whatever and saying, oh my gosh, I just had a session with Vanessa and I landed 3 clients or whatever the case may be, right? I take a screenshot of that, or a private message on Facebook, just landed 4 more clients. I love when I get those messages, right? I'm like, yes, I take a screenshot of that, right? And I save it in my folder. So on days where I too question whether or not what to post on social media, right? I can just go in my little goodie bag in my social proof and use that as content for the day, right? Now here's a tip though. So let's say someone does shout you out on social media. Okay, they tag you or something. You don't want to say, oh, okay, I'll get to it later, right? I'll take a screenshot of it later when I remember, okay? You want to take a screenshot of that as soon as possible, because if you wait until the next day or next week or whatever, you forget, you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot. That post is now time stamped, right? With a date, okay? So I can certainly I could have posted something today about a past client saying, oh my gosh, I worked with Vanessa and I, filled my group consulting program in 4 weeks with her, whatever the case may be. But if it's dated, I don't know, June 14th, 2014, right? It doesn't have that impact. They look at that, they're like, oh, well, that was 6 years ago or whatever the case may be, right? So grab those screenshots as soon as someone shouts you out. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. Deb, how do you manage when images need permission? Okay, I think I answered that. If participants are in a group photo, this is because I love using images from classes, etc. Oh, okay. I love that. So there's a couple things that you can do. So you can ask them right then and there when you're taking the picture, right? For permission, for sure, right? And then a lot of times what I do is like, I will do a lot of in-person speaking gigs. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you guys in person. I haven't done my first speaking gig in a while. And they always take a group shot, right? So the person, or if I'm taking the photo, I'm like, I'm going to post this on social media, right? People kind of know that I'm going to do that anyways. But I'm like, if you're not down with it, let me know, or step out of the picture, something like that, right? But just make it super easy, right? And a lot of times when you post, people will tag themselves, right? Najifa, does that include apps to schedule posts for a later time? Yes, third-party tools. So meaning when you are not scheduling your tools using Facebook, right? Or not posting on Instagram directly from your phone. Yes, you will get dinged. Yes, like Planoly, correct. Karen, it seems that Facebook and Instagram are more informal and conducive for images, whereas I feel that for LinkedIn, I need to convey some kind of educational information. Do you agree? All of you guys. It should be informational, but you do you, right? I just posted this the other day saying there's no wrong way to create content. Say it with me. There's no wrong way to create content. Okay, there isn't, right? Content is just what you know. So I wouldn't get hung up on, oh, I should do this or I should do that, or people on Facebook. Do you, right? Just share what you know. Okay, I know you know a lot, Karen. All right, so that's step 3. Cool? All with me? All right, so step 4 then is monetizing all this social media stuff, right? So we stop the social media madness by choosing one. We are being consistently creative with creating content, right? We are growing our following and our authority, right? As the go-to expert. Then the next question I get asked is, Vanessa, how do I make money doing all this social media stuff, right? Doing this, that, and the other. How do I actually land clients? How do I, get customers? You guys ready for this one? Ready? I don't know if you're ready. Ask for the sale. Ask for the business. I'm telling you guys, we overcomplicate and we overthink way too much when it comes to marketing on social media, right? We're always thinking, I just need more followers. No, you don't. Or I just need to create more content. No, you don't. I bet you guys, with every single one of who's live in this training, you have a customer in your audience right now who is waiting to work with you. You just haven't put an offer on the table, right? Eventually, you have to post a direct sales post, right? If you're interested in working with me, book a call, right? If you're interested in buying this product, click here to buy, right? Ask for the business. It has got to be part of your content marketing. Eventually, you have to ask for the sale, right? Cool? All right. Why is this? That's not what I want. Here we go. Okay. All right. So I wanted to show you guys some real case studies of how small business owners, entrepreneurs are actually, what happens when they stop the social media marketing madness and focus. Okay. And I took, so these are my private clients. Just like I'm taking you guys step by step by step, right? This is exactly how I did with all of them, right? So here's one of my clients, Constance Contursi. She's a fitness trainer. And yes, she is as scary as she looks. Okay. I've been her client for 7 or so years now. And, yes, her kickbox classes are insane. I'm cursing her name out when I'm working with her, but then when my jeans fit, I love her, right? That love-hate relationship with any trainer. So Constance actually had 2 fitness studios here in the Chicagoland area, and she was doing great. Both classes were filled all the time, right? And for years, I was telling her, I'm like, you have got to put your classes online, right? So you're able to scale, right? So someone from Amsterdam, London, Paris, India, wherever the case may be, can take your kickbox classes. And she was always like, yeah. Okay, Vanessa, right? So one day she came to me and said, okay, unfortunately, I have to close one of my studios. And I was like, wow, okay. And she said, but I still need to figure out a way to continue to make the money I did with the studio I'm going to close, right? She's like, so I'm now ready to launch my online membership. I was like, okay, cool. So where people can take her classes. This was pre-COVID, guys, okay? So I said, all right, cool. So she came to me, we worked privately. She became an implementer, and we co-created, I look at my clients as partners. I don't look at them as clients. We co-created a social media marketing plan, again, based on her business goals and her persona, right? So step 1, where are we going to market? Stop social media madness. Facebook, great, done, okay? How are we going to launch the membership? So I said, why don't you go live? Why don't you go live and just tell people about the membership? And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. Right? She's comfortable being on camera, kind of, right? But I tend to push my clients a little bit out of their comfort zone, right? And so that was the plan. But here's the thing. For 2 weeks leading up to that live stream, this was her social media marketing campaign that we both came up with, co-created. For 2 weeks up into that live, all she talked about was that live stream and nothing else, right? So she was creating content differently, but all she talked about was, hey guys, don't forget, I'm going live on Friday, 6 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be happy hour. I got a big announcement, right? So bring your cocktails, your IPAs, your wine, your teas or your protein shakes, whatever the case may be, right? And meet me live on Facebook, okay? And that's all she did. It's a teaser campaign for 2 weeks. And finally, she texted me, she goes, oh my gosh, Vanessa, this is working. People are texting me going, what is this big announcement, right? Like, are you pregnant? Are you getting married? Are you moving? Like what? So the day came where she went to go live and she was very nervous, right? And she's not a huge fan of going live, but she understands the power of going live and she understands social media is vital to her business, right? So right before she went live, she said, Vanessa, I hate you. I said, I hate you too. Good luck, right? I didn't give her a script, nothing like that. Again, social media is all about you being you, right? And I said, just tell them what's going on. Just be honest. That's really what your audience wants from you. Just be straightforward with them. That's it. So she went live, did a great job. And she said, okay, guys, here's the deal. Here's the reason why I had to close the studio. I was getting divorced. Nobody knew that. That was a huge bomb, right? I was exhausted. There's no way I could manage 2 studios at the same time. I never saw my son. She had a 4-year-old little boy at the time. And she was like, I made the decision to walk away. I just couldn't do it anymore, right? But then she goes, but wait, now you guys don't have to drive an hour to kickbox with me, right? I'm launching this brand new membership. It's called Savage Squad, right? You guys can take any of the classes that you used to take in studio with me now live from your laptop anywhere in the world. Okay, cool. So she finished her live stream. She did a great job, right? She had about 40 people live with her. Okay. She turned off her phone and she's like, Vanessa, I'm going to the bar. That's it. I'm not turning on my phone anymore. I did what I was supposed to do. Okay. The next morning, when she woke up and checked her email, this is what she found. You've made a sale. Wouldn't it be great to wake up and see your email, check your email, see all this money coming in? This is what can happen when you have a social media marketing plan. I'm telling you guys, keep it simple. She couldn't believe it. So she called me crying and was like, it can't be this easy, Vanessa. And I'm like, it is. People overcomplicate this so much. It's crazy. So her business goal, right? Her business goal was to get 25 new members to join Savage Squad within the first 30 days of launching the online fitness membership. Okay. That was her goal. She got 38 people to join in 24 hours of her live stream. Unbelievable. Okay. She's now making $3,000, I think now close to like $5,000 a month from her online membership, superseding what she used to make in brick and mortar. Cool, right? Yes, Lindsay, right? Exciting. Here's another client of mine, Trisha Dunn. So if you guys think you're busy, Trisha Dunn is a single mom of 6. A single mom of 6. I don't ever complain that I'm tired to Trisha ever, ever. Okay. Not only that, she homeschooled each and every one of her children. She's amazing. Curriculum, all of it, right? So that became her business. She became a homeschool consultant, right? She's been doing it for years. So she helps parents who are interested in homeschool or unschool come up with a curriculum and all that, right? So when the pandemic hit, Trisha's been a client of mine for a couple of years now, but when the pandemic hit, I went and got her and I sent her a message and I said, if you do not take advantage of all of us lost parents of trying to figure out what we're going to do with our kids during this pandemic, you're going to lose out on a monster opportunity. And she's like, oh my gosh, I was going to text you. I know, I don't know what to do, right? So Trisha became a private client and we co-created a social media marketing plan based on her business goal and based on her persona. This is not cookie cutter, right? It's different for each person. So unlike Constance, Trisha was not comfortable live streaming. She's like, nope, Vanessa, I'm not going to do it. Don't even try. And I'm like, okay. Okay. And so I asked her the same thing I asked you guys. How do you best communicate with your audience? How is the best way you're able to create content? And she's like, well, mine is really just both visual and copy. So just posting. So she chose content marketing. That's all content marketing is. It's just creating content on a consistent basis, right? Okay. So that was her plan. I'm like, okay, you have your program, right? We know how many people we need to fill her program, right? And her goal was to make $6,000 from the social media campaign. She made $9,000 in 6 weeks by being consistent on Facebook and talking about her program. That's it. Okay. It's the most amount of money she's made since she was in business, since she started her business. Amazing. All right. And so my last case study or example, the other two were service-based, right? So this one is product-based, okay? So Ronis Orr, I love Rana, she's one of my favorite clients. She is the owner and founder of Life Maps, okay? This woman is an incredible artist. And what a life map is what it sounds like. She creates, right, these life maps that you can give to someone as a birthday present, anniversary present, a very like customized gift, right? Where in this life map, you can see all the big things that happen in one's life, right? And she's amazing at it, okay? So Ronis came to me and said, all right, Vanessa, how I normally land clients is I do like these art shows, but it's exhausting bringing all my stuff and sitting in a booth and and this and that. And I barely walk away with any clients, right? Then I'm chasing after them. She's like, I know social media is where it's at. I just don't know how, right? That's what my clients come to me. Vanessa, I don't know how. So Ronis and I, she became an implementer. She became a private client. We co-created a social media marketing plan, okay? Same thing, step by step. So where are we gonna throw down? Facebook, great, okay. And Ronis chose live streaming, okay? She had never live streamed before. She's like, okay, I'll try it. I'm like, okay. So I said, well, just be consistent, right? Talk about your life maps, talk about what they are, right? Have a strong call to action, okay? Ronis doubled her clientele in 8 weeks, okay? I believe she had a total, oh my gosh, what was it, of 8 or 9 people wanting to do life map, cash in hand, deposits in the bank, right? That's the most business she's made since she's had her business ever. She's like, oh my, same thing. I hear this over and over again. Vanessa, it can't be this easy. It was because she was consistent, right? This is why consistency counts, right? And so this year, she's now close to doubling what she made last year. By the end of last year, we were working together and I'm like, okay, now you have to have a waiting list of people that are waiting to work with you, but they're custom made, right? So she's like, oh, that's a great idea. So now this year she's on to doubling what she made in 2020. Amazing. All right, guys. So I'm going to scroll through. I know I saw there's other questions here. So if you guys have any other questions or you want to take a snapshot of my contact information, there's my email. You guys can stalk me on Facebook or LinkedIn, right? And let me know if you guys have any questions. Take a photo, take a screenshot. Okay. And then let me just scroll through here and see. If there's any questions. Okay, Anisi. I'm gonna put my video back on. Hi. Anisi, is it normal to get spam comments? My business is new and so is my IG, 7 months. And I find when I post the people or ID them, direct message, I'm assuming, that comments are telling me to advertise or promote with them. Oh yeah, yep, that's very normal. So that's like the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? It's the good, the bad, and the ugly of social media is that we can use these tools for free and reach a huge amount of people for free, right? And then there's people that will jump on your Instagram and post stuff like that. I get stuff like that too. Everyone does. Everyone does. Someone's always trying to like offer me jewelry for me to wear on my live streams or something, right? I just ignore it. Okay. All right, I see your question, Owen, and just give me 1 second because I want to make sure you guys get this gift that I got for you guys. All right, so remember in step 2, where I said creating content, creating original content is an absolute must, right? It's just got to be done. You guys are the experts in your field. You got to share what you guys know, okay? So I'm giving you guys a little gift, okay? This is one of my most sought after trainings, 10 ways to create killer content consistently. I have not done this training publicly in about 3-4 years now, okay? You can only access it inside the ATM. Only my ATM group consulting members get access to this training, and it's valued about $500, okay? But thanks to SCORE, you guys are all getting it for free. Yes? All right, hold on. Let me grab the link for you guys. So in this training, I'm going to guarantee you guys 2 things. Sorry about that. Grab the link. Hooah, says Lindsay. I love you, Lindsay. I love Lindsay's energy. And Catherine, yay, yes. Don't you love free stuff? Love it. Okay. So there's a link for you. You guys can go snag it. Get that chat. Okay. And so within this training, within this course, I guarantee you 2 things that you will learn. Okay. Number 1, you will never run out of content ideas ever. Once you missed the link, I just put it up there. Hold on. Panelists and attendees. Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. Thank you for letting me know. Can you guys see it now? Can you see it now? Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ashley. So number 1, once you watch this training, you will never, ever run out of content ideas ever. I guarantee you that, okay? And the second thing is I'm going to show you guys how to create content in half the time, right? What did I say in step 2? By creating content consistently, right? The 2 biggest struggles that my clients have is number 1, Vanessa, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to post. And number 2, I don't have time. This training will end all of that. Cool? Yeah? Okay. Jess, you're welcome, Peter. You're welcome, Anna. Yes, all the fun things. I told you guys this was gonna be fun, right? Social media is supposed to be fun. I think so. The minute I'm not having fun on social media, I'm like, something's wrong. I walk away actually for the day. If I'm not in it and like having fun when I'm creating content, I won't do it. I'll go for a walk, hang out with my son, and just, come back again tomorrow, right? Okay. All right. So to summarize, we got time. Okay, how to stop this social media marketing madness and expedite you guys landing clients, right? So number 1, stop the social media madness and choose one social media platform to master. You do not have to be on all of these social media platforms. I am telling you, okay? Focus on one and you will land clients faster, right? Step 2, create content consistently. I'm hooking you guys up on how to do that tonight with my freebie. Yes. Okay. Step 3, build your following and authority through PR and social proof, right? So leveraging other people's audiences to grow your following, right? And securing the fact that you're the expert in your field. You're the go-to, right? Because of all this social proof, right? Because of what clients had to say about you. Yeah, okay. Step 4, how to monetize your social media. Ask for the sale, right? We're entrepreneurs, we're CEOs. It is our responsibilities to make sales out of all this marketing, right? So you gotta ask for the sale. I guarantee you guys. I'm gonna challenge you guys. All you guys who are watching this live stream live with me tonight, I want you guys to go and post a flat out direct sales post, meaning how you start your sales process, either buy now, right? Book a call, book a meeting, whatever the case may be, and see what happens, okay? This doesn't have to take weeks, months, years, right? You guys have been following me personally on Facebook. My clients get results fast. They land clients over and over and over again, right? Because they're focused, they have a plan, which is step 5. Create and implement, you guys got to take action, a results-driven social media marketing plan, all right? Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Vanessa, that just sounds like it gives me a headache, right? This is what I walk my clients through step by step. And I guarantee you it's not easy. I understand. It's kind of like someone saying back in my corporate days, Vanessa, we need your budget. We need your marketing budget. Oh my gosh, I would get an instant headache. We're like, oh man, it's so much work, right? And a lot of people feel the same thing about social media marketing plans or like a business plan, right? But in essence, what a simple social media marketing plan does, it answers all your questions. The who, what, where, when, why, and how, right? Simple. Cool? All right. So the last but not least, Jim, do you want me to answer these questions first, or did you want to talk about this slide and then I can go back and answer the questions? Let me know.
Go ahead and answer the questions.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop to share. Okay. And let me just scroll through here because I know I saw some. All right, you guys got the link. Okay, so we talked about spam on Instagram. Yep, Anisi. It's just the good, you gotta take the good, the bad, and the ugly. Owen, okay, how do you know what the best platform is for your business? Oh, I love this question. Thanks, Owen. Okay, so how do you choose, right? How do you choose your one social media platform? Okay. Let me drink my water. All right, so there's a couple things, right? So number one, you guys need to know your target audience, right? This is nothing new, right? This is marketing 101. Doesn't matter if it's the digital age or the 1960s, like Mad Men. I love that show. You guys got to know who your target audience is, right? Once you know who your target audience is, then find out where they're hanging out, okay? So if you're going after a younger demographic, right? People are always like, oh, then it's got to be on Instagram, right? Okay. That's not so though. There's a lot of people, a lot of young people that are hanging out on Facebook too. They're hanging out on Facebook groups because Instagram doesn't have groups. Okay. So know your target audience and then know where they're hanging out. Okay. That's number one. The second deciding factor, and write this one down too. Okay. The second deciding factor should be, do you like that platform? Do you personally like that platform? Because this is what I ask my clients directly. I'm like, okay, where are we going to work every day? Where are you going to go to work every day? Facebook. Cool. A lot of you guys said Instagram. Awesome. LinkedIn, whatever the case may be, right? So if you're going to go to work every day on that particular social media platform, you better like it, right? Like, I'm not a fan of Twitter. No offense to Twitter. I just never, I mean, I understand it, but it just gives me a headache, right? Anybody else? Okay. It's just too much. Like something was like, what was it? 2 billion tweets a second. I don't even know, but if I am not your Twitter girl. So if you want a Twitter strategy, that is not me, but I know someone who is, who can throw it on Twitter. So if I decided that I was going to go market myself on Twitter and I hated it, right? Do you think I'm going to enjoy creating content for that platform? No, I'm going to procrastinate. I'll do it tomorrow, right? You're going to avoid it. So liking that platform is key. I know so many people that jumped ship from Facebook to Instagram because they heard there's all this engagement on Instagram, right? So like, that's it. Breaking up with Facebook, going to Instagram, right? Until they realized Instagram was meant to be used from your cell phone, right? It was designed, this social media platform, Instagram, is designed to be used from your cell phone. So how difficult do you think was the change from someone who was used to using a laptop to creating content just from their cell phone, right? They hated it, okay? Did that answer your question, Owen? Great question. Okay. Ginny, your knowledge and generosity are amazing, Vanessa. Oh, thank you, Ginny. Ginny, you've always been so supportive. I so appreciate you. Okay, there's a link. Anna, it's a bit overwhelming to choose and narrow down. just answer those two questions, Anna. You have got to make a decision. A lot of times what keeps entrepreneurs stuck, right, and in limbo is because they can't make a decision. So make a decision, stick to it, focus, and I guarantee you, you're going to land clients faster, but you got to make a decision. Okay. Jennifer, great presentation. Can't find enough superlatives. Guest copy may not be my first media. Awesome. Peter, ouch, migraines. I did, yeah. Twitter gives me migraines, guys. I can't. I won't even pretend to know, or will you ever hear me talk about Twitter? No. People are like, Vanessa, do you do Twitter presentations? No, I do not, but I can introduce you to someone who does. All right, Owen, great answer. Cool. All right, awesome, guys. Okay, I know I have one more Q&A in the Q&A box. Elisa, does website count as a platform? So no, your website isn't a social media platform, okay? But you can use it if you're going to blog, right? So that's how you throw down when it comes to creating content, and you're best at like writing, right? And you're like, okay, I'm gonna choose blogging. You can certainly create a website and add a section to blog, and then lead people there from a social media platform. Does that make sense? Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. Okay. Karen, I heard that it is not good to try to sell directly on LinkedIn. It is more for developing a relationship. That's not true. There are billions of dollars being made on LinkedIn every single day. Every single day, humongous deals are on the table on LinkedIn, Instagram. Oh my gosh, my dad's calling me. Sorry. He's calling me on Facebook Messenger. Oh my God. Sorry. He'll stop in a minute. Okay. Okay, so no, that's not true, Karen. I've had plenty of clients where we've created a social media marketing plan for LinkedIn, and they have landed clients using LinkedIn. Daphne, different platforms for different client bases. You can certainly do that. However, I would really take a step back and seeing, because you can get overwhelmed if you have two different clienteles and two different businesses. So you can certainly use, like if you're going after younger people for Insta, and then maybe, I don't know, their parents, I'm just giving an example, and you have to be on Facebook, right? I would take a step back and like really hone in on who your target audience is first, what you're trying to do, because you can, example number one, selling IP to consultants. What's IP? Intellectual property. What's IP? Okay. There's a couple more questions coming in. Okay, at least I answered your question. All right. Okay. I mean, if you can certainly be on two different platforms, but you're more than likely, I'm just being honest with you, Daphne, you're going to be overwhelmed. So where focus goes, energy flows, right? So if you have two different businesses, two different target audiences, two different social media platforms, right? It can be done, but you're going to need a plan for both, right? Peter, no IP discussions until NDAs are signed by all parties. Okay. Lindsay, this has been so validating and why I have been avoiding sharing content. Yay! Go out there and share, get visible. Yes, they have to see you, right? You can't land any clients or customers unless they see you, right? Okay, I hope you're not overwhelmed anymore, Lindsay, right? Okay, good. I'm like, the whole training was to stop the social media marketing madness. So hopefully we have stopped it, right? Yes? Okay. All right, guys, I don't see any other questions. I'm just going to give it a minute, and then I'm going to pass the mic back over to Jim. Jason, thoughts on which platform might be better for target audience, that is individuals seeking career or leadership development, Facebook or LinkedIn? LinkedIn. You can do both for sure. Like I said, there's 2.1 billion monthly active people on Facebook every single day. I am sure there's people there seeking career and leadership advice, 100%, right? The same thing goes for LinkedIn. I just went kind of with my gut because I know a lot of people use LinkedIn for career, leadership development, things like that. So you can use both. So then I would ask, if your target market is on both, on Facebook and LinkedIn, then what social media platform do you like? Because remember, this is where you're going to have to hang out, right? This is where you're going to go to work every day. Okay. This was great. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Elisa. I had so much fun. I hope you guys did too. Yeah? Social media is supposed to be fun. Okay. So I'm going to, what am I doing, Jim? Am I going to make you the host? Or do you want me just to share the last slide? What would you like for me to do?
We'll share the last slide, but make me the host so that I can close this down and make sure everybody gets the copy of the video.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to do what I learned how to do. You have to go into participants, find me, chapter admin, right click and make me host.
Yeah, no, I just went straight to you. So
okay, great.
Host by now. Okay. All right, let me
Perfect.
Share. Okay.
All right. Well, Vanessa, I want to thank you.
So, okay, so right quick, you just say you're the host now, so you can't share the screen.
Right, but I want to thank you, and I want to thank everyone. Great questions, great engagement, lots of wonderful tips. So everyone, here's my message to you. It's one thing to know what to do, as Vanessa shared all those great tips. It's another thing to go out and do it. And as Vanessa said over and over several times, now it's up to you. It's not what you know, it's what you do with what you know. Now, if you'd like to do more with Vanessa, she has her contact information, and certainly you can get a hold of Vanessa. If you didn't capture that information, you can get a hold of Vanessa through us. We'll be happy to direct you over to Vanessa. And if you want to know more about SCORE, SCORE's programs, SCORE mentoring, you can go to our website. So you just go to northchicago.score.org or send us an email at scoreNSCLC@gmail.com. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night and lots of success in your businesses. Bye now.
Bye, guys.